Hi, I am Life Coach Latricia Booker with Kingdom Business, where we are empowered, where we heal, get delivered, and get free, where we know who we are. We elevate our minds and our spirits and raise and expand our consciousness to ultimately walk in our true divine purpose. That is the truth of who we really are, who God created us to be. And so, in today's video, I want to talk to you about winning. And what does winning mean? Well, we all like to win. And many a times when we're, rooting for certain teams, maybe in basketball, the Bulls over the Lakers. Of course, the Bulls want to win. Of course, the Lakers want to win. Both teams want to win, the Bulls and the Lakers. After all, isn't that what it's all about? Winning. Yeah, they say it's just about enjoying the game, having a good time. But even though that is so, we all want to win. If you're on any team, you want to win the games. The Miami Dolphins versus the Chicago Bears. Fans of the Chicago Bears, they want their team to win. The Chicago Bears. Fans of the Miami Dolphins, they want their team to win. They want the Miami Dolphins to win. The Miami Dolphins want to win, and the Chicago Bears want to win. Everybody want to win. Everybody wants to win. We want to know who won. Who won the game? Who won the gold medal? Who won the silver medal? Who won the bronze medal? Who won the debate? Who won the election? Who won? Who came in first place? Who came in second place? Who came in third place? We all want to know who won, and we all want to win. If we're participating in anything, we want to win. If we're playing Uno, the card game Uno, you want to win. The object of the game is to win. If you're playing spades or go fish, you want to win. If you're playing checkers or chess, you want to win. Everyone wants to win. If you're playing Monopoly, if you're playing Scrabble, what's the object of the game? To win. We all want to win the game, right? So, what happens when we want to win in life? We all want to win in life. Well, let me say this. I have come to learn that one of the problems that some people have with winning in life is just like a game, being on different teams or having an opposing player or team means that you are in competition. And so many a times I find that people are competing either with one another or someone is competing with someone that they deem as winning. And so sometimes people will try to outdo another person because in their distorted mind, to them, it means they win. When the truth of the matter is, winning in your own life has nothing to do with another person. Winning in your life is not about competing with someone else. Winning in your life is not about trying to defeat someone so that you can feel like you're in power and control and therefore you win. Winning in your own life means showing up for yourself in your own life. It never has anything to do with another person. And the only time that it does have to do with another person or people is when you inspire someone else to win, when you inspire someone else to step up their game, when you inspire someone else to heal, be delivered, or be free, when you inspire someone else to go back to school, when you inspire someone else to start that business or do what it is that they really love and want to do because they see you doing it. That's the only time that winning in your own life has to do with another. When it inspires them, when it inspires them to show up in their own life and win in their own life. And again, it has nothing to do with competing with you or defeating another or having power over another or trying to control another. Winning never has anything to do with having to pull another down so that you can win. Never. In fact, when people are participating in that distorted view of winning, what they're really doing is losing because really what's happening is that they're dying to them. They're dying because they're not stepping into their true, authentic selves. They're not rising into the truth of who God created them to be because they're opposing what they're doing, the very things that's opposite of what God created them to be. Therefore, anytime you are operating in a way that's in opposition to God and the way He designed it, you are literally dying. I'm reminded of something that was brought to my attention today. As far as I'll speak of in the Bible, how many people opposed God and went up against God and His people. Well, Jesus, for one, but I was reminded today of Herod and how he was in power. And instead of using his power to serve the way we're supposed to and to bless the people and to do good by the people, he used people instead to pump up his own power. In other words, he was not doing with his power what God created him to do with it. He was doing the opposite. And we all know the end result in Herod's story was that it was death. And we could think of many other stories where that was the end, death. And every person or entity, I'm going to say enemy of God, opposer of God, anyone doing the opposite of what God has created them to do and be, that is an opposer of God. And therefore, what happens if they continue to operate in this manner is death. Literally. And death starts out within you while you're still walking this earth. You literally become a living dead. A living dead. And again, when you become competitive with others that you deem as living and walking forth in the light, or walking and doing God's will, I'll say, walking in the way that God created them to walk, and you become an opposer of them, you're a walking dead. And the end of that is a natural death. And again, that's because you're not walking in your true good God self, your God-given self. In fact, you're opposing and trying to work against everything and every way He created it. And on top of that, if you're working against someone who is walking with God and trying to go about things the God's way, the way He created it to be, the end of that is death. The sting of death stings. And so, yeah. So going back to winning, if you're operating in any way that opposes God and His ways, you're dying. So we want to focus on winning. We want to focus on being, I'm going to say, on a winning team. And a winning team is simply God's team. The winning team is simply doing things God's way, working hard, doing your best to do things God's way, because we all are perfect in God, those of us that are in Him, yet we're imperfect, which means we still have work to do. And so winning in that way in your own life is doing the work. That means being real with yourself, being honest with yourself about things that are not okay, about things that maybe you need to change, about habits you need to let go of, about things you need to incorporate in your life to improve your life, even healing. If you're healing, that's showing up in your life, because healing is making you better. When you heal, you remove things out of your life so the better things can show up in your life. That's winning in your life. If you elevating your mind, as we speak of in kingdom business, elevating your mind and your spirit, meaning thinking on the things of God, reading His word and any other spiritual material that helps elevate your mind and your spirit, meditating, doing all of those things that feed your mind and that's your spirit and that elevates it. That's winning in your life. And again, it has nothing to do with anyone else. It's not about being better than anyone else. It's about being better in your own life over and over and over again. It means every day you wake up to improve yourself, to improve your life, to solve a problem, to come up with some kind of a solution, to apply the solution again and again and again and again. It means showing up in your own life. It means raising and expanding your consciousness. It means stepping out of this matrix and taking the blue pill. Yeah. Take the blue pill so that you can know the truth and that you can be free. If you know the truth, you are free. And so it means walking in that truth, living in that truth, doing the things that elevate you, doing the things that improve you, doing the things that causes you to rise into your true divine God self. And again, I emphasize it has nothing to do with another. It's not a competition with someone else. It's not about trying to overcome and have power and control over no one else. Anytime you're trying to have power and control over someone else, it means you don't have control over yourself, first of all. If you're trying to control someone else, you lack self-control, because people who have control of themselves don't try to control others. They're too busy trying to control themselves and get their own selves right. They're too busy trying to win in their own lives. And so again, if you're competing with someone, that's not winning. It's not about winning against another person. Now, if you want to compete against someone, go join a team. Go join a softball team. Go and join a gymnastics team so that you can compete in a way that's appropriate. Because competing with another person, trying to outdo them in their life or your life or whatever, that's the end of that is death. It is. If you don't stop and get a hold of yourself, because you're not operating in your true authentic self. And again, the more you do that, the more you're deadening the truth of who you are. So the more you deaden it by trying to be something that you're not, because many times that's what you're doing, or trying to kill something in someone else because they are doing what they need to be doing. I'm reminded of the scripture has says, the least you have done to them, you have done to me, and also to yourself. That's Jesus speaking. That's God speaking. So in other words, whatever you're attempting to do as someone else, you're doing it really unto God and unto yourself. So if you're trying to cause harm to someone else, you're really causing harm. First of all, you're coming at God, and then you're really doing that harm to yourself. And so we have to be really careful about making sure that we are operating from a place of winning in our own lives that has nothing to do with anyone else. Except, again, or maybe I didn't mention this, but if your life makes someone else want to heal, or you're doing a work that causes people to want to heal, you're sharing with people how to heal and get delivered and free. That's the only way, not the only way, but that is one way that winning in your own life has to do with others. It's again where you are helping them to become their better selves, where you're helping them to rise up into who they truly are in God and who God is in them. Those are the only ways and reasons that you have to do with anybody else and winning in your own life. Winning in your own life only has to do with others when you're actually helping them to improve, when you're only helping them to be their better selves, be their higher selves, which is what God intends for us to do. That's what he intends for us to do. So if you're operating from a place of competition or trying to take somebody out so you can feel powerful, that's not God, and that's not his ways. That's not what he desires. He wants you to win in your life. And winning in your life also means being in relationship with him, listening to him, to God and his instructions, following all his commands and demands and utterances and everything, because God will speak and tell you to do all kind of things. And when you are hearkening unto his voice, as Deuteronomy 28 says, you are blessed. He goes on to say how you're blessed in the field, blessed in the city, you're blessed going in, you're blessed going out, and on and on and on. And it says that these blessings will literally overtake you. It says that the blessings will literally chase you down. And again, that means when you're hearkening unto his voice, listening to his voice and doing what he tells you to do. That is God I'm speaking of when I say he. When you're doing what God is telling you to do, you will be blessed. Your blessings will overtake you. And again, that is winning in your own life. And you see how that has nothing to do with another. It has to do with you and God, and you doing what He set you out, what He sends you out to do, what He purposed in you to do. Whatever He called you to, that's what you do. And the callings always go higher and higher. Right now, I'm talking to you on this platform. One day you will see me on the TV screens. You will see me in a much greater platform. Although this platform is great, you'll see me with greater numbers and greater views. But that'll be in time as I continue to walk in my purpose and as I continue to win in my life and show up in my own life and do the things that God is telling me to do on a not just daily basis, on an hourly basis, on a minute basis, on a second basis, second by second. Because God can tell you to do one thing in 1 minute, and 10 minutes later, He'll instruct you to do something else. And you have to follow both of those instructions. And that's winning in your life. That's winning in your life. Winning is not about going against anybody. Winning is not about outdoing anybody. Outdo yourself. Outdo how you did yesterday. If you find yourself doing something yesterday and you're like, man, I made a mistake, or oh, I could have did better with that. That's winning right there. But then to take it a step further, the next day you improve on that. You improve in that area that you were able to identify and see how you could have done better with that. And that doesn't mean you may not have that slip up again, but it's okay. You note that, you point that out, and you make a plan within yourself, and you carry it out and continue to improve. And as long as you're proactive about improving, you are winning. You are winning in your own life. And again, it has nothing to do with another unless you winning in your life is inspiring them to win in their life and causing them to take the proper action to win in their lives. So, folks, I hope that makes sense. I hope that helps somebody. I hope that helps many because it's a real thing. And it's something I see on a regular basis. People competing with each other. And again, maybe I didn't say this before, but it came to my attention not long ago that, I'm all about winning. And it came to my attention that someone in earshot hearing this from me thinks that means competing or outdoing. And in their mind, it means they have to outdo someone, and in this case, me, I guess, to win. And it was just really on me, like, that's not what it's about. Me winning in my life, look, I'm winning. Has nothing to do with no one else. But what I can do is help somebody else win too. I can show somebody else to win by sharing with them the things that I know, sharing my knowledge, my wisdom, the things that I have already overcome and have overcoming, and share with them what has helped me or what I know works. That's winning. And when you win again in your own life, yeah, I can help someone else win. You can help someone else win, but never is competing or trying to defeat someone or have power and control over someone, trying to break someone. Never, ever is that winning. Never is that winning. That's actually called dying. And so, you all, if you like my video, please give it a thumbs up. Please click on that red subscribe button and subscribe to my channel. Click on that bell right next to that red subscribe button so that you can get a notification every time I upload a new video. And so you all can also connect with me on Facebook and Instagram at Latricia Booker, and on Twitter at Kingdom Business 9. That is Kingdom Business with 1 S and the number 9. And so you guys, that is my time. So you know what that means. Yep, I'm out. Peace.